Something that you probably heard a lot of these days is Bitcoin stock is going up and down. So what's that all about? Uh, to understand that stuff, you got to have a little understanding about stocks, how stocks work. But as far as Bitcoin goes, they call it a ICO. ICO stands for the initial coin offering. Coin being the cryptocurrency. And just from what I've seen, each coin does it a little different. Just depends on how the person wants to run their company. And in a regular business world, they call it the IPO. The initial public offering would be like a regular stock. I'm no genius at this stuff, but what happens is, like, let's say I start a company. I want to sell skateboards, right? Well, I start my company as private. Only I own it, right? I run it for a few years, get it to where it's getting big. I got 50 stores or so, Now I want to take it nationwide, right? So I change it from a private company to a public company. When I change it to a public company, I can sell stock in it to raise money. I don't know exactly how this works, but like, let's say I'm going to sell 1,000 pieces of stock, and each one costs $10,000 or so. That's how I'm going to raise money to take my business nationwide. So that's what they call an IPO. When I change my company to public, then I can sell stock. Stock starts at $1,000 per stock. Most of them don't, right? It start at like $2-3. It goes up and down. But let's say my company's doing real good, stock might go up to $100. If the company's doing bad, it goes down to $1. And in general, it has to do with how good your sales are, how good your company is doing. But they say it doesn't have to be. Your stock price could go up and down just based on a magazine article. Some big magazine comes out with an article about a new product you're offering, and they say, oh, this product is going to sell a lot. Well, then your stock price goes up because people think your company is going to get a lot bigger. So it's kind of the same thing with the cryptocurrency stuff here. So let's see here, stock trading, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Search for BTC. BTC is the Bitcoin ticker symbol. See, I usually go to CNBC, but lots of websites have a good one. I usually go to, if we go to CNBC, it shows you the stocks right here. So, and then search for BTC. And then here are the symbols. Click on Bitcoin here. And this is the main thing that I'm looking for. This here's the chart. And I'm sure you can find these on Google and Yahoo, and all the big websites have this type of thing. But you can see this goes back to like what, June, July, August, September. See, it was kind of rolling along here. 2500, 2500, and then this is where all the hype started. It went up to like I think it made it up to like 20,000 or so, or even more, and then it came down, and it's been falling ever since. And right now it's at about eight or 9,000. Usually with these charts, we'll say all. So here this goes back to the very, well, this is showing 2011. So you can see if you bought Bitcoin back here, it was only like $4. These days, and if you sold it here, it was 13,000. So you would have made $13,000 on one Bitcoin. So that's why this stuff really caught on. Here's 5-year chart. See, it's just in the last year that it kind of took off. Here's, let's say 3-month chart. Okay, that's not really showing us much. 6-month chart. See, that would be the time that the last 6 months it went up and back down. Okay. Oh, here, 19, I have a Bitcoin chart. I bumped into a few things that said this is a good place to create a free account. And then, I'm not saying create an account, you can program this stuff, learn the programming in without even bothering with the trading end. But this is nice because you can see what the prices are. And then here's the most profitable, or here's all the and then here's all the cryptocurrencies here. So you can see this one at 500. Kind of hard to decipher some of these if you don't already know what the symbol is. And I don't even think this is all of them. I think there's hundreds or even thousands. But this is something that was kind of cool to hear. Rothschilds. The Rothschild family is one of the big families in the world of business, and they bought Bitcoin last summer. So the regular business world is starting to take it serious. Altcoins, we talked about altcoins earlier. Basically, that's anything other than Bitcoin. Like all these would be altcoins, except for the Bitcoin one. Tokens are a big topic in cryptocurrencies. Here's a Bitcoin script. Here's what some of the opcodes look like in the Mastering Bitcoin book. I think he talks about these a lot. Transaction chapter. In Appendix C, he's got a list of some of the opcodes. Latest block information. It shows you the latest blocks. See, this block was just created 3 minutes ago. This one was created 29 minutes ago, and so on. Blockchain.info. Here's the wiki for Bitcoin script. That's kind of weird because script is the name of the language. When they made Bitcoin scripting language, they just call it script. So here, Bitcoin uses a scripting system for transaction. Script is a simple stack-based process from left to right. It is not Turing complete. No loops. Here's some of the opcodes. Here, I just did a search for scripting, Bitcoin scripting. This will just bring up a bunch of results. Here's Andreas Antonopoulos, his advanced Bitcoin scripting video. Here's the same thing, part 1, part 2. There's a Bitcoin script IDE, basically just a code editor that you can download from GitHub. Bitcoin IDE, download it here. readme.md. readme.md. Bitcoin script IDE. So a Bitcoin script IDE to facilitate the learning, testing, and teaching of Bitcoin script. Syntax highlighting, autocomplete, translation to and from assembly. Stack visualizer, step-by-step debugger. Try it out here. Bitcoin getting started. Just a good video on how to get started. This guy here, he has some good videos on explaining Bitcoin. He brings up a lot of the fancy words. This one here, you can see all the blocks on the blockchain. Here's a video that shows you how to compile the software that you get on GitHub. Here's a good one on the core wallet. Here's one on Bitcoin Armory setup. I think that's a wallet that's been around for a long time. So I think the way it works is like up here, if you download core, you get this whole thing. Well, maybe you only want a wallet. You don't want to bother with all the other stuff. You just want the wallet. So you can get some Bitcoin and buy stuff and sell stuff. So that's why you can download just the wallet if you want to. And one of the popular ones is this wallet that's called Armory. Okay. Now, this stuff here, this is a whole nother topic. If you get into this mining stuff,